Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy CowboyJobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this just wouldn't work without you. You know, I know I'm going to sound like I am whining, and I'm dealing with something that we have no control over, and unfortunately, it's just too late. But I've got to go back to the Zeke Elliott situation. Zeke Elliott, who was suspended for 6 games for domestic violence. Okay, we all know it was you know, the whole thing was a mess. I understand the NFL's point of view that, they want zero tolerance for domestic violence because it doesn't look good if your players are abusing people. And I agree. I agree 100% that if somebody is guilty of domestic violence that is proven, there's no place for it anywhere in society, not just on the football field. Be it a politician, be it an actor, be it whoever, there's no place for it. But we have to remember that you are innocent until proven guilty, and still, in my mind, there was a shadow of a doubt. And if we went through in this country and we put everybody in jail that you think might have done something, we need even more jails. But if that's the NFL's policy, that if we believe that you did something that you should lock them up, then by all means, keep it consistent. Because there's Tramaine Brock. And I wasn't there with Zeke Elliott. I wasn't there with Tramaine Brock. Tramaine Brock, who was with the San Francisco 49ers, the NFL's decided that there's not enough evidence to do anything with him. After months of investigation, NFL has made the decision that the decision of zero tolerance on domestic violence does not apply to Minnesota's Vikings cornerback, Tramaine Brock. According to NFL Ian Rappaport, Brock will not be disciplined for violation of the league's personal conduct due to insignificant evidence to support the findings, and has officially closed the case. He originally came under scrutiny in April when he was arrested for domestic violence. However, the case was dropped in August, and he issued an apology a week later, stating that he never struck the mother of his child, but instead the two had a verbal altercation. He also claimed that the information in the police report was untrue. According to the report, the victim had visible facial injuries and that Brock had allegedly punched her multiple times and attempted to strangle her. Now, again, I don't know. I wasn't there. But this is what the police report said. The original arrest was enough to cause the San Francisco 49ers to release Brock, and upon investigation themselves, Seattle found no reason to bring him into the fold in August and traded him to Minnesota. Meanwhile, the victim also entered an apology and said that it was a verbal argument between the two of them and that they will co-parent their children together. And that was good enough for the NFL. We also know about Jarvis Landry's case in in Miami, where there's a video where he's pushing his wife and in a heated discussion, we'll call it, with her. And the NFL found, well, not enough evidence there. But yet the NFL issued their longest suspension ever for domestic violence against Zeke Elliott for conduct detrimental to the league. He was never arrested. Charges were never brought against him. Your own investigator said that there's not really anything here because she's not credible. But they suspended him. But here we have an arrest. We have them admitting that something went on between the two. But the NFL says there's not enough evidence. Like I always say, what's good for the goose is always good for the gander. And unfortunately, it's never the same if you're dealing with the Dallas Cowboy player. And I don't know. Of course, I'm a homer. I'm a Dallas Cowboy blogger and things like that, and I'm always going to defend my Cowboy players and stuff. I don't know what happened with Zeke Elliott. I wasn't there between him and his girlfriend and so on. But I know that there's enough contradictory evidence to kind of say, I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Maybe she was vengeful and after him. Maybe he did. I don't know. You can't figure it out. But there's beyond a shadow of a doubt of what happened. You could say the same thing here. But I'm trying to understand why Tramaine Brock, case closed. Jarvis Landry, case closed. Zeke Elliott, you get 6 games. And if somebody can answer that one for me and let me know that it's not because you're a high-profile Dallas Cowboy player, please explain it to me because I would really like to know. You had Josh Brown get 1 game, and they literally wrote a diary, making a chronicle of all of the domestic abuse with his wife. He got 1 game. Tramaine Brock gets nothing. Jarvis Landry gets nothing. Zeke Elliott, you get 6 games. Another case of what the hell is going on? We'll definitely talk about this tonight during the live stream. At 9 o'clock. I hope you guys join in. We'll take a few calls, and we will see you there. But this is wrong. This is completely unsettling, what I see. And I think it's the time for the NFL to kind of stay away from trying to be judge, jury, and executioner. I'm Mark Holmes. This is CowboyJobu.
Friends, CowboyJobu here, reporting live from Mexico, where it seems like the party never ends. I never was a good dancer, but what the heck? Jobu reporting live from Mexico, where it's a big party every night. Here we are in Mexico, living it up. And listen to that voice from... Say what? Well, everybody's having a great time.
It's up to you. What's your pleasure?